All right, from cleaners and serums to toners and treatments, we all know the right things to do to our skin these days, but this wasn't always the case.
And Dr. Tal Humes, founder and medical director of Vital Medical Aesthetics, is here today to help us fix our faults. Many of them we bring on ourselves.
Yeah.
Because one of the things we start is, as young people, when we get that acne, we're like, oh, gotta get rid of that scar,
Yes.
gotta get it out, gotta squeeze it,
Because
and then it leaves a
away faster.
mark. Well, we think it does, but what it actually does is it leaves a mark.
Yeah.
It does. And those marks are so hard because when we want that pimple gone, it is all about popping it and getting it out.
Right.
And we're not thinking what's next, what's going to be long term. You know, luckily we have ways to treat both though.
Okay,
Okay.
so how do you fix the scar that you might have gotten when you were 16 and you're messing with your acne?
Well, you start by treating the acne.
Okay.
Right? So if we treat acne first,
Okay.
then we don't have to worry about the scarring. But if we have scarring, what we can do is we can use some of our devices like radiofrequency needling, microneedling, other lasers
okay.
to treat them and get rid of those scars.
So basically, what is it doing? Is it like resurfacing the skin, or is it promoting collagen? What is that doing?
A little bit of all that, actually. So depending on which one we use. If we're using radiofrequency needling, what we're doing there is we're putting tiny needles into the skin,
Okay.
delivering radiofrequency energy at the same time, and then stimulating collagen and healing from the inside out.
Oh.
As we get into some of our later lasers, sometimes we're ablating the skin. We're
Okay.
just basically evaporating it right off
Okay.
and treating it. And the more aggressive we go, the faster the results we get.
Okay, so is that what you would do for sun damage? Because I know sun damage, a lot of us, where we were spraying the body oil on when we were in, high school.
Yeah. What was it, baby oil and iodine?
Yes,
Yeah.
and when we go tanning booths, because that was a thing back then. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So for that, it depends on what the sun damage is. When people say sun damage, they're only thinking brown spots.
Okay.
So for brown spots, I'm thinking of something like an IPL or a BBL that's going to lift the browns off and flake them off.
Okay.
But if it's wrinkles from sun, because we're breaking down collagen, that's what we'll get into some of our other devices, like we were saying, that radiofrequency needling, maybe a non-ablative or an ablative laser. And when we think about just those sunspots, the IPL can lift them off, get them kind of clear that canvas, so to speak.
What I like is new about cosmetics or intervention these days is it's not necessarily cutting and surgical procedures. A lot of this is actually stuff that is just like one treatment, two treatments, and you're done. And that includes when you like lose weight and the skin starts sagging.
Or you're just getting
Yes.
older, and as you're not holding on to some of the collagen that you need.
I know, that sagging skin is so tough with all the weight loss that people are doing right now. I mean, especially you're seeing people out there, Ozempic, Wegovy, losing that weight fast, and then all of a sudden there's that skin laxity. We can tighten those up. We can use treatments such as True Body, which is combining modalities like radio frequency with muscle stimulation, tightens up the skin, also gets rid of that excess fat that we don't want. We can also use radiofrequency needling and again, lasers for it.
Again, so you don't have to cut and don't have to pull back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is there a way to get the collagen back that we lose as we age? Because you see that people are drinking it, they're putting it on their. I mean, what do you do?
So you do treatments to the skin.
Okay.
So we can absolutely, whether it's chemical peels, whether it is these same devices we were talking about, every time we, in a sense, irritate the skin,
Okay.
our body says, oh, I need to make a little bit of collagen.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And the younger we start, so if you can do things that are treating the skin when we're younger, then we make more collagen, so we're not breaking it down as fast.
Okay.
But if we get to that point where we already have the wrinkles, we can go ahead and we can stimulate collagen and also elastin.
Okay.
We forget about elastin, which is our elastic band that helps us spring back better, but collagen and elastin we want to stimulate.
All right, something I'm hearing a lot about and seeing a lot of ads for is treating melasma.
Oh, yeah.
Melasma.
Oh, I mean, that can be, some of it is just hormonal, some of it is because you have children, different reasons, but it's there. What can we do about it? Because a lot of people have tried different treatments and no success.
Melasma is so difficult because it is hormonally mediated, meaning that our hormones bring it on, like you said, and then it's also heat and sun sensitive. So what we want to do is we want to treat it. I can't ever make it go away completely, but I can keep it at bay.
Okay.
My number one treatment I like to do are pico lasers. So these are lasers that don't produce as much heat,
Okay.
but also chemical peels. So between the two of those, the nice part about the pico lasers is there's no downtime.
Okay.
The downside is there's a little heat with them, so the occasional personal flare. Chemical peels, we don't find that, but you may have peeling and flaking.
Okay.
And not everybody has time for that downtime.
Right, and
Yeah.
you have to be very careful about sunscreen too, correct?
So careful. You know,
Okay.
every single day, even on a cloudy day, a rainy day, wearing your sunscreen, even when you're getting in the car. And then for some people, it's staying out of the heat as well.
Okay.
Oh, we got those smokers,
Oh,
they
yes.
got those wrinkles around the mouth here.
Yeah.
It makes you look like a ventriloquist dummy.
It is so true. Well, and sometimes they don't even come from smoking.
Yeah, right.
Right? So it could just be that with aging, but it is that, telltale smoker's line. With this, it's combination therapy. This is not one and done. What we need to do is work with our devices, stimulate collagen. Because if we don't stimulate that collagen, everything else we do is just kind of going to go by the wayside. We can use a little bit of filler, and I say a little bit because if we put too much in, you end up looking like a duck, and we don't want to do that.
No.
But a little bit of filler there as well, sometimes some neurotoxin to slow down us from making that little pucker and keeping up with that. And that combination that gets us to that ultimate result.
So all the stuff that you see that's over the counter these days, is there some stuff that's going to work better than others? I mean, retinol, right, is obviously a good thing.
Retinol, I mean, that is going to be the mainstay. Retinol is tried and true. We know that a good retinol, not every single one is good,
right,
but it's going to help with that cell turnover. It's going to help stimulate collagen. It's going to keep things like acne that we talked about earlier at bay. But most of the stuff you find over the counter isn't enough alone.
Got it.
All right, Dr. Tal Hume, sounds like there's a lot of stuff that we need to work
Kick
through.
it up a notch.
And, kick it up and do combination therapy is what I'm hearing a lot.
Yes.
Coming from what you're saying. Yeah. All right, Vital Medical Aesthetics is where you find her.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.